So, what are the laws of the mind? The beginnings of these laws of mental association came from experiments in the early field of psychology in the latter part of the 19th century, confirming many of the observations of Aristotle. So, these things have been around a while, okay? It doesn't mean, because they're known or they're published, that we live by them, though. Our job is to take this knowledge and make it practical for our life. And that's what these laws are about. First is the law of attraction. So thoughts and feelings attract like thoughts and feelings. So example of a negative thought and feeling, Mondays I hate. Every Monday the toast burns and the kids don't want to go to school, and I forgot to put gas in the car, and so the more thoughts I have about how terrible Mondays are, the more thoughts will continue to come around that, and by golly, if it doesn't seem like that's what Mondays are. So second law is the law of projection. I see my world through the glasses of my prevailing beliefs. Now, studies show that people are twice as likely to interpret data as confirming their current beliefs as disaffirming them. If I say fall is a wonderful time of the year, I believe that fall is a wonderful time of the year, and I hear a weather report that we had our first frost this morning. If I think that's great, okay, now we're fully into the fall season, I interpret that as good news. Great weather report. However, if I really dread fall because, winter is coming, and then I'm going to interpret that weather report this morning that is a horrible thing. So I look through my beliefs. They're like the glasses that I wear, and I interpret all of my life through those beliefs. The third law of the mind is called the law of transformation. This law states that I helped shape others' thoughts and feelings through communicating my thoughts and feelings. So, say that I were on this issue that Jane's not paying enough attention to me, and so every time I see her, it's like, well, how come you didn't call? It's been weeks since I've heard from you, and you're not looking very happy to see me right now, and and I keep going on and on about this. Pretty soon, guess what? She's not happy to see me, and she'd like to avoid me at all costs. So my thoughts and the way I communicate them to someone helps to contribute to creating that reality. And it works also on the positive side too. So again, these are not bad principles or laws whatsoever. As a matter of fact, once we know them, we can start to use them much more effectively in our life. Finally, there is the law of harmony, balance, or synchronicity. Now, we've said that like attracts like, and this may seem different. It is, but it still conforms to the principle of attracting what fits together. Because sometimes what fits together are opposites. Sometimes complementary patterns fit together. So you'll notice in relationships that one person may be very outgoing and gregarious and talkative, and the other person's more quiet and shy and reserved. So their subconscious part is attracted to my conscious part. My subconscious part is attracted to their conscious part. So my subconscious part, which is, hey, sometimes I don't want to go out every weekend, and I don't want to be with people all the time, and I would just like to stay at home and read a book or hang out. And my partner seems to do that very comfortably. I like her, that's cozy. I want to, you know. So we attract complementary patterns in our life. Examples of this are the one I just gave is an outgoing introvert, or there may be a more artistic person who seems kind of scattered, but they're lots of fun. You know, they don't always show up on time, but when they do, everyone's happy. You know, and then there are the people that are very measured and keep their ducks in a row, and they might see, both of these things are important qualities in life. Both are important, and we actually have the potential for both of them. Now, we may not fully express that potential, and the idea here, the goal isn't that everyone is completely the same. Ugh, that would be boring. You know, so we need people to be different. We need different qualities. Now, but the trick here, and this is really important in relationships, is say that you get together with someone who is complementary to you. Now, you can either learn from that person and bring out more of those qualities that they're expressing that you're not, or you can polarize. Say that I wasn't very outgoing, but I have an outgoing partner, and now I just clam up and don't say anything because they do all the talking. Well, I haven't learned from them to be more expressive. What I've done is I've polarized, and I've gotten even more opposite. So success in relationship there is when we attract complementary people into our lives that we learn and grow from them, and they enrich one another.